Okay, so I'm pretty sure you guys are aware that Emmanuel, his parents, were arrested today. So let's just review what has happened in this case because I wanted to point out a couple of things. Of course, my kid is in the back making a ton of noise. So his mother, Rebecca, said that she went to the store to get, I believe, her other child a mouthpiece. Well, when going to the store, she noticed the baby needed a diaper change. So she decided to change the baby in the car. She states that someone says hola and they punch her in the face, which let me just stop there. So they said hola and they punch you in the face that fast. Regardless, so I mean, because she's like this, changing a diaper in a car, probably hunched over, or depending on how big their vehicle is, or pretty much hunched over trying to change the diaper. Hola, you kind of turn, hola, you come back to what you're doing, because it might have been like I think it was maybe you had a bowel movement or what have you. She comes to, they knock her out. She comes to. She says, and I think I heard two different things that she went into the store to ask exactly, where have you seen anyone with a baby? They said no. So if you go back and look at my video, you'll see that I compared her interview to that of Susan Smith because it doesn't seem feasible. It seems like she knows what's going on. Then two, I wasn't sure that her baby had been taken. What was it, August the 3rd? I believe it's August the 3rd or 4th. I'm not sure. But and then they did the interview around like the 14th. So I think it's been like about a week. And wasn't sure when they did the video regarding like her, she has her black eye there. But I was saying, her black eye is not fresh. It's not a fresh black eye. It just wasn't. I just kind of know that from being in the medical field for such a long time. I feel like they, in my opinion, they know what happened to this baby. You can even look at the picture and you can see, I'm going to move my big head out the way. Do you see this baby here? Right? You see that baby? That's a pretty healthy baby, right? He's even smiling a little bit. The picture here, right here, sorry, opposite for me, here, you can tell that something is wrong. So I guess my question is, we know that something is wrong. I'm not trying to be funny, but visually you could tell that something is wrong with this baby. How many special needs? Because they look special needs. He looks special needs to me at this time. Everyone else is saying that it is shaken baby syndrome. I don't know. I really don't know. To be honest, I just know from looking at him, he looks like he's a special needs kid. Um, Special needs kids don't usually get abducted. Not with the kidnapper knowing that they're special needs. I'll leave that there. I won't say anything else about that. There's so many people who, I guess I want to go to the part of the failure, right? There are so many people that failed this baby. There's another video, and I believe it's her at a funeral before they reported his disappearance. That I think they said the family asked her regarding where was the baby at, and that she didn't answer. So we're not even sure how long this baby has been missing. To be honest, we really don't know. I just kind of knew, or just kind of know, or I will assume that they know what happened to this baby. People will say that like her body language towards her, I guess, husband was like she was kind of scared of him. I could agree. I could agree that I would be scared of someone, a man who's beating me, or however, and and I personally know women, who they don't play about their kids, like who have been abused and they don't play about their kids. I can't tell you for certain on this one, but I'm glad that they were arrested. There was so much lack of so many people. I want to go back to this. So many people failed this baby because they have a family. And I'm curious because, like, my family is just my family. We love babies. Like, pretty much once you have a baby in our family, we don't care about you anymore. And I'm just, I'm just saying, where's the baby? Are you bringing the baby? Are you bringing the baby? Of course, we love you. Hey, nice to see you. Give that baby. So I don't know how long he's been like that. I don't know because all the pictures he has, and if he's 7 months, he should have been sitting up by now. But she doesn't have. But the earlier photo, this one right here, or this one right here, I'm getting my finger to point. Shit, I can't think of this way. Um, to where he's smiling and kind of cooing right there. Again, he looks normal. The other one, he doesn't look normal. So, did your family members not see him? They didn't question it. The dad has some uh, child abuse charges from a previous, I don't know if it was a wife or a girlfriend, I'm not sure which one it was. And that baby is very sick. She has a trach. She only the adopted mother said she only has like 3% of her brain function. She is nonverbal. She doesn't work. Walk. Excuse me. I think she's a quadriplegic. So um, it's just so many people failed this way. Then was she aware? Was Rebecca aware of the charges that her husband had? Because even as a woman, you can lie as much as you want to, but I don't want to mess with anyone like that because I Google, like I'm gonna Google your name when I was dating. I'm gonna Google your name and and just see if you do have any charges. So that's concerning too, to even procreate with someone who has charges like that. The system, I mean, they let this baby down. So they just let this baby down. The good thing about it is, I believe they had a 2-year-old, and she was removed by a family member. So that's really great. But again, this morning they were arrested. He was a 7-month old, was arrested Friday on suspicion of unaliving that baby. And but they're still searching for him, Emmanuel Haro. They're still searching for him, and it's shocking. I think people know that this was not a kidnapping. I think there was another company that is involved with like kidnapping or something, or maybe missing children, and maybe they had like funds, but they pulled out. My question is, where is that lawyer at? My client is not guilty, blah, 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 blah. You have a job to do, and I get that part. Me being an empathetic person, I couldn't do a job like that. You are pretty low as a person when you abuse children, especially with this baby being so young and he looks so sick. So then my question is too, is So the baby's 7 months old. What about the well child checks? Right? Because I know for sure 6 months is one. And so did the doctor see the baby and was like anything. So it's just very, very odd regarding this case. I don't I think I'm just at this point to where our court system lets us down so much because this could have been avoided. I mean, the first charges that he received for the CA, it was I believe he got 4 years of probation. So, and he had to take parenting classes. Now you can't take parenting class. That baby is sick. She will forever need full time care. Full time care. She will forever need full time care, and so I'm amazed about how our court system is and how they just let our babies down. Like, you got 4 years probation to go out there. And then it was another video that I watched because I believe the husband, Jake, he did work at Walmart. And I don't know what the time frame is. I really don't care what the time frame was. It's like he was dating several women there. And it seemed like everybody was just sleeping together and it was a good old time. Not to say that it's because you are, commit adultery, you're a bad person. People do it all the time. It doesn't make you a bad person. It makes you a selfish person, but not a bad person, in my opinion. So, yeah, I don't know. It'd be interesting to see what you guys really, really think. I They said there was K9 units also. They had a drone, but they came. I mean, there's a video out, and they came and raided that place and just like the criminals that I assume they are, because I can't say for sure. No one is guilty. Everybody is proven innocent. But in my eyes, your ass is guilty. It just is what it is. There was also a fire at one of the homes near them. I'm not sure if it's connected with this baby being missing. There's also, and again, I'm just saying because none of the stuff is proven, that Jake had went out to a store to buy a saw. I don't know what you say about it. The baby needs justice for sure. If someone doesn't have this baby, and I don't think they have this baby, I think the mama knows exactly where this child is at. The whole the thing that got me was the whole past tense talking. And because I have talked with parents before whose kids who have passed years ago, and they'll even say, well, they are, or they, and I never correct them because in my mind, that's just, I'm not a psychiatrist. I don't know. I never correct them. I'm just like, oh my gosh, like it's a part of grief. And I have someone who's close to me who has lost a child, and you know, the grief, it was totally different. Totally, totally different than what um this parents was. That person was almost was it catatonic? I think that's how you say it. I'm not sure if that's right. But they were to where it was just like so weird. But they eventually broke down crying. And I have another friend who lost a 2-year-old in a car accident. And trust me, she was not right for years, and I'm probably over 10 years. She's finally found herself, which is great, but it looks like it takes a toll on you. I don't ever want to be in that position ever, 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 ever. So my heart goes out to them. I just don't. I'm so frustrated with the court system. Like, this could have been prevented. And then it was also where the grandma was like, oh no, they didn't do it. Now, I know your family's supposed to ride for you. Was supposed to ride for you. But if you're wrong, you're wrong. This is not like, oh, theft. It's not like, oh, they stole a bank, stole money from a bank, whatever. Yeah, it's like, okay, whatever. You did. I hope you get away with that. No, this is a defenseless baby. I mean, there is no, you cannot justify this. But I wanted this picture so you guys can see something. Something has happened between this time, right? You see it? Look at that baby. Now look at the picture. It's not right. It's something is wrong with that baby. She didn't follow back up. Why weren't they reported? I'm sorry, but you need to be reported. If you're not taking the babies in, and I'm not saying to get shots or vaccine, I'm just saying just for a well child check to make sure they're okay. So why was that not reported? The dad even said that he was a healthy baby. You can clearly tell he is not a healthy child. You can tell that something is wrong. And so the part where that was in 2018 that Jake pleaded guilty to willful cruelty to a child, and that was in 2018. Oh, their car was also seized. Their vehicle, or Jake's vehicle, was also seized for evidence and investigation. Now, I did see there was, I think one, which heads off to him, that was, I think it was in the backyard of the house while the police were there. Which you have to be really careful about stuff like that because you don't want to, mess up evidence. We need all the evidence we can to either bring this baby back, which I just, you just, I'm, I would hope that, but I just don't feel it in my gut that that is what's going to happen. So, but they're continuing to ask for any additional information. It's just that they need to stop lying and give him. If he is alive, they need to give him rest. They need to give him rest and peace. If he is not, excuse me, pardon me, if he is not, they need to give him the rest that he deserves. I can only imagine what this child has been through. To women, y'all need to check these men. I don't know if she did or didn't, but y'all need to check. Google's free. Google is free. Y'all need to check these men, honey. There are plenty of men out there who do not do things like that because, and I don't know who did it, but I guess even though me thinking about the mom, I don't know. Even like her response, even if my partner had did it, you would think that me being scared, I would be breaking down in tears. But when you see the interview, she's not broken. She didn't break down in tears. It was all fake. It was so Susan Smith. She knew exactly what was going on. So I'm just being frustrated. I guess I keep on saying that because this could have been avoided. Heads need to turn. Who was the judge? Are you still a judge now? Y'all need to vote him or her ass out of that county because y'all just letting people go doing all type of crazy stuff. It makes no sense. You can, and I learned this a long time ago. I've always been into crime and things like that when I was a young girl. And what I learned was you can unalive a child, right? And get less amount of time. This is true. Less amount of time. You can hurt a child and less amount of time than you can get for drug charges. Make that shit make sense. It makes no freaking sense at all. It really, really doesn't. But we are, you know, I think with pressure, she seems like the person that's going to crack. And I think with some pressure on her, I think that we will come to a conclusion what happened to this baby. And they were saying they were getting like, threats and shit like that. I don't give a damn. I don't care. Like, so what? Who cares? You was getting threats. Where is this baby at? I give a damn that you were getting threats. Oh, okay. The lawyer was saying that the lawyer was real shitty to me. His attitude was real shitty. Like, and I don't know, somebody said it was his cousin. I think somebody was trying to be funny. I don't know if that's true or not. Y'all can tell me if it's true or not. But nah, I don't care about that because for one thing, you're gonna have to be put in for her in protective custody. And for men too, but for protective custody while you are in jail. Because if you like I said, I've loved crime for a long time. Don't know why. I think because I grew up in a chaotic household. And so it's this chaos, right? But I do know, especially for women, that a lot of women were abused and they turn to drugs. And that's the reason why they're in prison or prison, I'm saying prison. And so they definitely don't like that. So you're gonna be in protective custody. Men are like that too. So you get what you get. That's me. I'm not encouraging anyone to do anything like that, but you people need to be held accountable for the shit that they do. He already got away with this one time. He already got away with it one time, and I mean, and I wouldn't gonna post the baby's picture at all. She's a sweet baby, just a cute little baby, but she's 7 years old now. I don't say baby because she's definitely younger than me for sure. But she, it's a different life. The pictures before and after, it's a different child. And it's like him. It's a different child. You know something was wrong. I think with the other baby, that he was pleaded guilty to. What his report of the incident happened was she had a fever and he was going to give her a bath, but she her back fell on the tub. Oh, on the sink. Was it a tub or a sink? I can't remember. It was a tub or the sink, but one and the other. And so when it comes down to it, him and the wife, although that wife at that time is a different wife. At that time, she was, I think, one of her kids was born with fetal alcohol syndrome. So he definitely doesn't pick the best women for sure because you drinking like that and you pregnant, you don't give a damn about yourself. That just is what it is. You don't care about yourself, so you damn sure you don't care about your baby. That's it. If it's harsh, let it be harsh. I don't give a damn. But that's the truth. But that's what he said what happened. And I believe a cousin or someone went to the house and they saw, which I don't that's weird too. I don't know how you go and then get somebody's laptop and then they were in the search history it was, or maybe they did an investigation, was how do you feed a child with broken ribs. So, and I'm sure that baby was screaming. Uh, broken. Every time you breathe, you are using your ribs. Every time. So you are using your ribs when you eat, when you chew, every time you breathe. So you know that baby was in a lot of pain. So again, hopefully we can get a conclusion on what the hell happened to this precious, precious baby boy. I mean, he's the cutest little thing. I don't think we're. I think we are focused on the wrong stuff. I think that we need to focus more on getting these people who abuse children. I think we need to get those people. They need to do some time, some real time, not other stuff that we got going on right now. This stuff is serious, and these people are getting away with these things. So you know, I don't think a leopard changes his spots. I think he knows for sure what happened. And again, it just pissed me off because I was looking at the interview and I saw it right away and I was like, sent my cousin, hey, girl, you know this bitch did it. She was like, what the hell? Like she knew. It's just a gut feeling that we know. Sorry. That she did it. So yeah. So I'll be back with any updates. I'm pretty sure there's so many videos out, but then too, I don't want to become so desensitized by stuff like this to where this is a hot thing or whatever. But I want people to focus on the baby and about how this could be prevented and how so many people let him down his family, the court systems. I don't want people to lose sight of that. That's so important because some of these things can be prevented. They're even like even if you feel like something is off, go with your gut. Go with your gut. Your gut is probably right. And you need to say something. Don't just, it's not my business. No, when it comes to kids and stuff, I'm not talking about some random man walking through your damn neighborhood. I'm talking about when it comes to kids, damn it, question it. If the person gets offended, I don't give a shit because things like this can be prevented. And this baby, again, was just let down so many times. I'm disappointed by her family, and I want to know: did the family not see the baby at all? Like that's weird to me because her family, I believe, is in town, so it's just very weird to me. But then too, his family knew he had um, some abuse charges, so they should have been extra careful too. It's just very weird on what's going on. I need people's heads to turn on this one. So you guys drop in a comment, let me know how you guys feel about this. Again, I'm up to chat for anything. Enjoy your weekend.